Good morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to today's video. Today is probably one of the more requested videos that we've had in a long time. And it kind of works out perfectly because the Mustang is not really functioning at the moment. Which, if you missed the last video and that confuses you, the car sends itself into limp mode because the clutch or transmission is practically done for. So the car was still kind of drivable, so I cleared all of the safety codes and brought it to a drift event and ran it until it inevitably blew up. But surprisingly, it lasted the entire day. Just when we got it back home, we realized we did a good amount of damage, which you guys will see that video very shortly. So the Mustang is currently at the shop, but we have Lily's 370Z here because for some crazy reason she wanted me to fix it, which I don't know why she's trusting me to fix it. I don't know what I'm doing. Nevertheless, I've been dailying the bike the past couple days and it has not been the most fun, especially with this terrible Florida weather. I know it's completely fine outside right now. However, it's been on and off rain the past couple days, so dailying this in the rain has not been the most fun. But since the weather is nice right now, we're gonna take this thing out to bike night tonight, and I'm super excited because this thing is in desperate need of a solid ride where we're not just picking up groceries. Shut the garage door. Perfecto. Wait, did I pay my insurance bill? I hope so. All right. Initiate white girl music. All right, so I've recently discovered a new thing with this bike that's got me freaked out when riding. So there's been a million different videos on Instagram about this bike specifically of the radiator hose just exploding and then radiator and coolant just goes all over your leg. Which, if you've ever had coolant at operating temperature hit your leg or hit any part of you, it's a good way to get third-degree burns. So I'm good. Like, I don't want that to happen. The only reason I think this is happening is because this bike specifically is air-cooled. So the only way to maintain it keeping at a normal operating temp and not like maxed out is to have the bike in motion. When you stop at like a stop sign or a stoplight, the bike gets insanely hot. My big fear now is like stopping at stop signs and stoplights when the bike is like beyond warm, and then I'm completely screwed, covered in radiator fluid, and sending myself to the hospital. Because that would suck. Like, if there's any way to get into a motorcycle accident, there's so many cooler ways. Not that getting into an accident is cool, but there's so many cooler ways to go down. Yeah, I was sitting at a stoplight, my bike exploded, and now I'm in the hospital with third-degree burns. Like, that's the most boring way to go down on a bike. I don't know if I'm just talking out of my ass at this point. I've crashed my bike before, and it's not fun. But if I had to explain to somebody that I was in the hospital with third-degree burns because my coolant hose just popped off, oh, I'd be so much more mad. Whoa, what's up, brother? This is why bikers have such a bad reputation. I get wanting to ride fast, but like, at least be smart about it. Damn. I say that as I'm in a t-shirt. I'm not riding reckless. We're riding smart today. We're riding smart and safe. Correction. We're riding smart and safe, like the driving piece of it, not the gear piece. That's not safe. Oh, I just remembered I only have my tin advisor on, and we're gonna be out till it gets pitch black outside. Okay, I take back everything I say about being smart. I do want to bring up the Mustang a little bit because that is the height of my concerns right now. Hold on, Katy Perry's playing. Is that a Dodge Charger wagon? What the please, that light needs to go first. I need to see this. That's the coolest thing I think I've ever seen. I love wagons. Anyways, back to the Mustang. We were on this road specifically, actually, the road that I'm on right now, and we were shooting rollers, and the whole thing just went into limp mode. We had no idea why it went into limp mode, but the car was practically undrivable. After doing some diagnosis on it, we quickly discovered that the clutch or transmission is almost done for. And I obviously made the situation 10 times more worse by running it at clean culture. But I was not about to miss that drift event I've been looking forward to all year. Yo, that's cool. Rat rod. Oh, hello. All right, let's try not to crash. There's a lot of ADHD going on this ride, I feel like. My dad is calling me. Hopefully my radiator hose doesn't explode. All right, let's test this thing out. It sounds so good! Oh, I'm going to jail. No, I'm not. We're riding responsibly today. We're safe and responsible. The little pop sounds so good, though. Hands down, this is one of the best sounding bikes that I will ever own. The exhaust setup on this is just so good. The only bike I think sounds a lot better is the R1. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is how the R1 sounds. It sounds absolutely absolutely just incredible. But it doesn't sound like a true sport bike in my opinion. But it's unique, and that's what I love about it. It's just so different. Like, this just sounds good to be like sport bike noises. Like, you just downshift a couple times. Like, come on, that sounds so good. All right, now I'm kind of curious. Do you guys like the high-pitched noise of the ZX-6R, like that traditional sport bike sound? Or are you more of like the R1 deep tone kind of noise? Oh no, another stoplight. Do I think my radiator hose is gonna explode? No. Do I have now an irrational fear that it magically will? Absolutely. We're at 185 right now. I guarantee you it's gonna hit like 200 something by the time the light turns green. It's the one bad thing about this bike is it overheats really fast, but not like the overheating you're thinking of where it's just like it shuts itself off. It just gets insanely hot, and then some things start malfunctioning like the quick shifter. It's like it's doing track bike things. That's why I think this would be a great track bike. Let's see, we're at 214. Come on, light. I don't really want my leg to catch on fire. Okay, now I'm starting. I just saw the video like 20 minutes ago, so that's why the irrational fear all of a sudden. And see, as soon as you start moving, the temperature starts to drop. The bike's doing what it's supposed to be doing, but I just hate the fact that it does it like that. I'm really not trying to singe the mixed shit out of my leg. Ooh, that's clean. There's one pothole on this road that's like, will absolutely murder me if I'm not careful. So I'm like keeping my eye out for it. Ah! Hello. Hello, Mr. Victor. We got the Dream Spec ZX-10. I actually love this generation. Nice little S1K, two ZX-10s. That may or may not be a bike in consideration for like one of the next bikes we pick up. Something like this would be so fun, and it's a little closer to my price range. I would love the new gens, but I'm broke, so that won't work. All right, there's a Triumph Rocket 3R here, which is hands down the coolest bike that has ever shown up anywhere. It's a 2500cc 6-cylinder engine on a bike. Like, it's the coolest thing on the planet. It's got the carbon fenders up front, cool exhaust in the back. I absolutely love this bike. Now, this is something I didn't think I'd see yet, the brand new R9. This is the replacement to the R1, which I'm not a fan of them replacing the R1 with this, but this is still a really cool bike. All right, people, it is time to make our way back home, because I gotta edit the Clean Culture video that's supposed to be coming out in like 2 days. We gotta turn the white girl music back on. My only hope is when I'm backing out of here, I don't hit the GT, because that would suck. It's the one vehicle I can't hit. Let's slip out of here. I'm catching.
Oh, you know what?
That's concerning. I've never had the bike do that before. That's... Alright. Let's click a paddle and skedaddle. The bike not starting though, that is very concerning. That's something I should probably look at. I'm actually genuinely concerned right now about this bike. It's never done that before. See, here's the problem right now, is I can't see a damn thing. I wish you guys could see the visor. I'll take a photo of it. At night, I can't see anything, but I look cool. And that's all that matters.
I'm legally blind, I can see barely.
Now it's time to be responsible and safe again. Remember, no speeding. Remember, responsibility is key part of motorcycle ownership, and I can't see anything, so if there's a pothole or a deer in the road, I am going to die. But I have accepted that fate. It's just ASMR of my exhaust. Yeah, I'm 5 years old. Oh, green light. Oh, I'm a child. I am like literally like a kid in a candy store every time I ride this bike. Even if it's actively trying to kill me 24/7, this thing is absolutely fantastic. Now on the flip side of things, with my ADHD kicking in, I'm still hung up on the R9 that we saw at the event. That thing was so cool, but I am so disappointed in Yamaha for it. Because yes, the R9 is cool, but it's a closer competitor to a 600 than it is the R1. And the R7 is a closer competitor to a 400 than it is a 600. Why Yamaha took their two best-selling bikes and said, you know what, let's get rid of them and replace them with something slightly worse. I'm not trying to bash Yamaha too bad. I think they're gorgeous looking bikes. But I think compared to what they had, the R6 and the R1, it was a bold decision on their part to do that. Now, if they brought the R1 back, oh, I'd be so happy. I want one in the worst way. Just the problem is, and this is why the R1 is kind of out of consideration, they stopped making it. So the value of those bikes is slowly but surely going up. And plus, anybody that has bought an R1 has beaten the living crap out of the bike. I know that's generalizing R1 owners, but every single R1 owner that I have met has brought their bike up to top speed at least 4 times a week since buying the bike. So I don't think an R1 is going to be in the cards. ZX-10, however, we can buy an unclapped one that is absolutely just so cool for less money. Perfect. Alrighty, and just like that, that's gonna be a wrap on today's video. I need to get so much work done tonight, but I'm glad we got to take the bike out, and if you guys want to see more videos with the bike, just leave a comment down below. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I love y'all so much, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.